Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So today we have Funko news updates with first looks at lots of new exclusives and commons, a couple updates from Emerald City Comic Con, and more. Now guys, before we go ahead and get started, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection that has a tail? And I'm going to go with Kid Goku. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with some new pre-orders that happened yesterday, and you can pre-order these with the links down below to Amazon or Entertainment Earth. First up, for Dragon Ball Daima, we did get 7 new common pops, including that Glow Chase Super Saiyan 2 pop. A pretty cool Chase variation, I will say. I like that it is Super Saiyan 2. I just wish the hair, eyebrows, and eyes did glow, but it is what it is. But not a bad wave overall. Now, we did get one exclusive in this set, which was Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini here. This is the arms crossed pose. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't make this one also with a glow chase. This is a Funko Shop exclusive set to drop probably around May. But yeah, it's not a bad looking mold. I kind of just prefer adult Vegeta. I don't really care for all the little mini looks of these different characters. Like, I was fine with it with GT, and then they continued with Daima. You know, it is what it is. But either way, it's a cool looking Vegeta. Let me know if you guys plan to grab this one when it drops in the future. Now, one other new Dragon Ball pop we did get includes Vegeta Gallic Gun here. This is a GameStop exclusive releasing in late May. So if you'll notice, it's kind of like the energy around him in the back that does glow in the dark, where he's lifting up all the ground. So essentially what this is supposed to be, to my understanding, is if you go back and look at the Gallic Gun versus Kamehameha moment with Goku, it's when Vegeta is kind of rising up and he has the burst of like energy and aura around him right before he does the Gallic Gun pose. It's not something we needed made by any means. It feels like a weird choice to me. I would have much rather than put a lot of energy and effort into a moment of Gallic Gun versus Kamehameha versus this. We already have Vegeta doing the Gallic Gun from Child's Collectibles. Even if it's a little inaccurate, it's still a cool piece, so I don't understand the need for this one. However, if you do like it and want to add it to your collection, GameStop did drop the pre-order. I have a link down below where you can grab it. Okay, next up for One Piece fans, we had our 3 new pops this week, including Tony Chopper with a Chase variation, as well as Doflamingo there. And these will be releasing in May 2026, but the pre-order is available now below if you want to grab it. A couple more things that did drop includes new Ghostface pops. We have the Ghostface Was Up, as well as the Ghostface cover there. Both of these available for pre-order too. Now guys, over at the Funko Shop, lots of new things in stock, including their new Blanc's Animal Afternoon blind boxes. Most of the Silent Hill set is available now too, including James, Heather, Alessa, Bubblehead Nurse, as well as Robbie the Rabbit. Pyramid Head and the other exclusive are not available just yet. More pops includes the Shinobu Sumi Inc. Deco pop there, as well as Naveen, the Specialty Series, and Joseph Joestar with Iggy. And on this next page, the pop moment of Rika and Yuta is available, as well as the moment of Todd and Copper, the Tony Chopper live action keychain, and a bunch of Loungefly items. I do have a link down below to the Funko Shop if you guys want to grab any of these new items in stock now. And again, free shipping is still going on if you want to take advantage. Next up, another brand new pop coming soon is we have first looks at the new Constantine Pop Pride set. This is part of a full set coming soon. So the only thing I really don't like about this pop is those giant eyebrows, man. I don't know if it's specifically like that in the comics or something. It is just super detailed on this pop. Like, they are thick. Either way, like I said, if you're excited for Constantine, we're getting a full new DC Pop Pride line soon. Now, next up for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fans, we have closer looks at this Star Platinum 2-pack over from Amazon here. Looks pretty good. It is actually still available for pre-order and should be shipping soon. I think later this month, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to recheck the release date, but I swear it was like end of March or something like that. But either way, I'll have a link down below if you guys want to grab this pre-order. Now, the Dio and the World 2-pack over the Funko Shop, before anybody asks, I believe it will either drop at the end of this month or into April, so stay tuned. I'll update you guys when it does. Next up, a quick One Piece update on the Zoro Egghead pop. More of the Zoro should have hit Hot Topic locations more on the East Coast and a little bit over the United States today. Let me know in the comments below, did you guys get lucky today with the Zoro, or did you miss out? Now guys, the last portion of this video, I want to talk about Emerald City Comic Con and kind of how the event went. So Thursday is when all of the lottery emails went out, kind of early in the morning. A lot of people in my Discord did win some things. A lot of people seem to have won this time around. Still a lot of bots at the same time, obviously. So yeah, guys, online, other than people not getting picked and being upset about that, I don't know if I noticed anything too crazy, other than maybe a couple people having issues with redemption of buying their pops. Now, interesting enough though, over at the Funko Hollywood and HQ stores, Funko dropped these rules Thursday afternoon as to how it would go. So for Funko Hollywood, here was the line procedure March 6th. Fans shopping for Emerald City Comic Con exclusives at our flagship store will be directed to join a queue via QR code beginning at 7 a.m. So they completely switched it up to where you actually have to scan the QR code and it's going to be a randomized line. 2 hours after the queue opens, customers will begin to receive line placements via text message. Line places will be randomly selected via the digital queue. Joining the queue early will not guarantee first entry into the store. Fans are encouraged to explore the area nearby until they receive a second text message notifying them to claim their spot in line. Please note that customers will have a 5-minute window to claim their line placement once they are notified, which I kind of thought that was one of the more like rules here, because like what if you're eating lunch and having a good conversation, you're not paying attention to your phone, or you know, you had to run and get your kids or something like that. Like, I understand it's not really Funko's fault that life gets in the way sometimes, but 5-minute window seems kind of really low, to be honest. But I also understand a lot of people are after these exclusives, which I'll show you a photo in a second. So I get it from both sides. I think maybe it should have been more on the 10-minute side though. Anyways though, reading on, once the virtual queue has emptied, a standby line will form for store entry on a first come, first served basis. Reminder that limited edition exclusives will require a fan rewards account, so don't forget to sign up today. Anyways though, sharing over one of my Discord members who was attending the event and they, you know, entered the queue and all that, here's what the text message looks like. You've been added to Emerald City Comic Con queue at Funko Hollywood. You will receive a second message to retrieve your wristband and spot in line beginning at 9 a.m. So please be sure you are in the area by 9 a.m. as you will have a 5-minute grace period to claim your spot in line. And here's something else that was shared from an Instagram user. It says, please move closer. You must be within 1 mile to join this waitlist. Try moving closer and make sure you have location access enabled in your browser. I think this might have been an issue, maybe trying to scan the QR code and add. I'm not really sure, but I figured I would share it just in case somebody was running into this issue. Now here's a picture that someone took of everybody outside the Funko Hollywood store. There were a lot of people out there, like a lot of people. Now my assumption here as to why Funko did it this way is that they were trying to encourage more people to show up at the store and get more people excited about the event, and this was their way of doing it, as well as trying to deter scalpers, resellers, and all that. However, guys, if you don't know something about me, I worked in marketing for years, more of like in-person marketing versus like digital marketing and all that. So I've talked to a lot of people over time. I've done a lot of events for various companies over the year. My point being in saying that is that this was basically like a marketing thing where they were trying to get more people to the store and to show up for their social media and things like that. That's the way I view it, but also a way to deter scalpers and resellers. Now guys, moving on to Funko HQ over at Everett, they actually did something different. They didn't do the queue. So here were their lineup rules. This said absolutely no lines before 5 a.m. Wristband distribution will begin at 5:30 a.m. So basically they gave out wristbands rather than doing the queue that randomized the line. The wristband does not guarantee product, but secures your place for entry. Wristbands are numbered and correspond to the numbers posted alongside the perimeter of the building. Oh, that's interesting. You must be present to receive a wristband and cannot claim for someone else, meaning that you cannot sell a wristband, most likely, or anything like that. Once you receive a wristband, you are welcome to put up a chair or leave the area. However, you must return to your number no later than 10 a.m. If you are not present at 10 a.m., you will forfeit your place in line. That's actually pretty interesting. So they're basically numbered it so everybody has to have their specific place in line so you can avoid line cutting or any arguments or fighting. That's actually pretty smart. So yeah, that's pretty much how they did Funko HQ this year for Emerald City Comic Con. I think both systems work in a way. Like, still, it kind of just encourages scalpers to and resellers to line up. If you specifically state, hey, we're giving out wristbands at this time, you know, you can't line up before this time, but they know to stay in the area and rush up quick. So I wouldn't say the wristband system is absolutely perfect. I think what Funko HQ is doing with the randomized line is much better, and it's a great start to, you know, helping deter and making people happier and making it more fair overall for the entire community trying to go after such limited pieces. However, I wasn't there. I don't know all the details. I don't know if there were any other negative things that went south on the drop. If you did attend, please let me know, and I'll try to do an update in the future if it's, you know, worth mentioning. Well, guys, that wraps up today's Funko News update video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. Now, guys, I do want to go ahead and end off the video here by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.